All right, welcome back to another episode of Inside Access Control. Very excited to have the ProdataKey team, PDK, they're also known as, join me today. Jeff and Dalen, thank you very much for taking the time to do it.
No problem. You bet.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you. I've been a fan of your company. I'd love, even down to the point that you have a yellow panel versus the same blue or gray ones you see in the marketplace. So interested to dig in a little bit about what makes you all different than other people that are in the marketplace. Plus, you're an example, in my opinion, of a lot of the phase changes that we've been talking about. So let's just jump right into it. So as we talk about one of the phase changes being mobile first and what that means, having a mobile first design, it's a lot different than just having an app. It's almost like a philosophy from what I've seen, and it's an approach that people have. When I met your company, I don't know, it's got to be like 5-6 years ago. Originally, you could tell the user interface was a lot different than what you saw in the marketplace. So when you hear the term mobile first, what does that mean to you? Why is it important? How does it change the way that you build product and maybe somebody who isn't? What is some of the differentiation between what mobile first is and what mobile first isn't?
Well, Lee, I like how you approach that, because really for us, it's more of a principle than anything else of doing not just what's right for the dealer, but what's right for technology in the industry. And so we do look at ourselves as changing the industry from a mobile first perspective. And we really approach that from anywhere, anytime, on any device. And we approach it from the integrator level, from installation, all the way to administration with the end user. And then we also approach it with the end user when you're looking at your tenant and employee. So really, approaching it from a mobile first perspective for us is 100% functionality for every level of integration of the ProdataKey product, not merely 80% or having it split between being able to do some functionality on a computer or a laptop and some functionality on a tablet or a phone. It literally is 100% functionality.
I'd
no
say
matter what level you're at.
It's the difference between being cloud-based and having your head in the clouds.
Got it. Good use on that. The functionality is built with it. It's not a feature necessarily. It's a core principle of the product that you have. So when you look at the feature sets of your mobile design that you have, and then you have 100% use on mobile as you do online, as you said, online and offline. What are some of the key differentiators within your application that you would see that other people don't have?
You have 100% functionality as an integrator, as an administrator, as an end user. You can program it, you can add users, you can literally do everything on a phone that you can do on a computer.
And I think what makes us most significant there is that our roots are from that era. So it's not taking an existing product and trying to move it to the cloud. We've built this product from the ground up as a mobile first. So if it doesn't function on a mobile device, then it doesn't function in our system.
We hear about the slow rate of adoption of mobile, or people have said, I call it old guy security. Old guy security always tells me that we've done this 10 years ago and, mobile's not going to happen. So why do you feel that it is, or now's the time? Like, what do you think the difference is now that is the market ready for it? Like whatever it might be, why do you think mobile now is the time?
We're moving towards convenience. Everything is moving towards that. So same thing for dealers, same thing for end users. They want the most convenient experience. And that's what we are offering. Whether it's a support issue, whether you're adding users, whether you're just managing your users, it is much more convenient to use a cloud-based access control option than it is anything else.
And so it's not just this anywhere, anytime, any device, but it's this consistency, this fluid between all of the different types of products that you could log into and have 100% functionality no matter where you're at. And we see that that's where the industry is going. If you look at my kids from a very young age, they were able to take an Apple phone and get on there and make changes. We expect that in a home environment. And we've always seen this dichotomy, or this huge separation between functionality in my home and all of this automation that's available. And then when I get to the commercial environment, all of a sudden things become more difficult. I've got to open up ports. I've got to program IP addresses, or I have to use a terminal or a computer to control it. But now this anywhere, anytime, any device that I experience in my home also translates very well into a commercial environment and becomes very, very fluid for the end user as well as the dealer. So we found when we make something that is easy for the end user and attractive to the end user, it's very attractive and very easy for the integrator to use as well.
Great. So as you look at what you could use or you need, I usually like to ask that question because it's a good way for you to let the community know what you're looking for. What might that be?
Well, like Dallin talked about, is we're extremely dealer centric. These dealers for us are not just dealers, they're partners. So what we're looking for is very solid partners in the industry from a distribution perspective, an integrator perspective, and then of course we're always looking to hire fantastic talent. But at the end of the day, I would say what we're looking for are true partners, and we feel like we have that across the country. Our outside sales team does a fantastic job. We've got salespeople in every one of the territories. We're very rep firm centric as well, and so our rep firms do a fantastic job cultivating these relationships and these true partnerships for us.
Wonderful. If somebody wants to get a hold of you and find out more, what's the best way to do that?
You can reach us on our website at www.ProdataKey.com. You can call our main line, 801-317-8802. And our support is extension number 2.
Well, thank you for taking the time to do this. I was excited to hear about your mobile first designs that you do, the approach that you take, learned a little bit more about the products and the company, the service that you do, the dealer centricity side. I do believe that you all have the makeup and what it takes for that sort of next phase of access control that we've been talking about. So thank you for taking the time to share.
Thank you.